again, I've said it before. Gatewood, one of the best things you can do when you're pressured is not force the ball. Just a couple times he's tucked it, used his legs, hasn't picked up a ton of yards, but that's better than an errant throw, an interception.
Here's A.J. Rose. You're talking about Kentucky trying to be explosive. Georgia has a vulnerability defensively. I know you mentioned all the Alabama guys, but Georgia's defense has only given up 26 explosive plays this year. 25 of them have been passes. That was coming into the game. They've given up now 2 total runs over 12 yards. One of them, Chris Rodriguez run early in this game.
Yeah, and some of the big plays they've given up through the air have just been 50-50 balls, right? Trey Palmer for Tennessee came down with a few of them on the outside in a matchup that you think Georgia would win. It's just Kentucky doesn't right now have a guy outside of Josh Ali that's winning those man-to-man matchups and 50-50 balls on the outside.
Third down 4, rush coming, set up the screen. Here's DeMarcus Harris, and he's able to pick up a first down with a gain of 9. I think the other thing is they have some young wide receivers that they'd love to try in 50-50 balls, but the game's short. Every play matters. The value per possession goes through the roof. You can't just roll the dice on an unproven play.
Yeah, I remember saying it earlier, like, you know, there's been a couple times where as an offensive coordinator and me sitting here watching, I feel like, okay, now's the time for a shot. But you're right. Do you have the liberty or the luxury of taking a shot just to take one? Right now in this game, you don't. But they're going to need to at some point.
Pulls it back. Going to his tight end, Justin Rigg. And Rigg finds 2. Because if they don't, they're going to simply run out of time.
Yeah, in a normal game, right? In a normal game, you're thinking, yeah, we got at least 3 more possessions, right? It ticking down towards the fourth quarter. You have one now, and you expect at least 2 in the fourth quarter. But in this game, you might only get it one more time, right? So you got to take a shot at some point.
From their 44, Rodriguez ducks his shoulder, and it gets plowed over at the 45. And Kobe Dean with the stop, sophomore linebacker from Mississippi.
I think the other part of that, too, is not only do you run out of time, you run out of grass. If you don't at least show that you're going to take it, defense is just going to continue to creep up. They don't have to show that. They can do it after the football snap. And they can take away perimeter runs, they can take away screens, they can take away quick throws.
Let's see if Georgia dials up another pressure, right? Third passing situation so far, they've brought pressure a number of times. You see the top of your screen here, there's a few guys creeping like they're going to bring pressure on the right side of that Kentucky offensive line.
On 3rd and 7, Gatewood against pressure, incomplete, just a bit out of the reach of DeMarcus Harris, who was stumbling.
And Georgia showed pressure and dropped everybody back, expecting a throw like that to come out of Joey Gatewood's hands quickly. Just a little too far out in front.
Max Duffy on to punt it away, and on 4th and 7. Given the tempo of this game, you agree with the idea to punt?
On 4th and 7, I think you have to, right? I mean, on this side, in your own territory, if you pick up 3 or 4 there, you might think about it.
Jarris Jackson asks for a fair catch. He takes it inside the 10. 45-yard punt into the 3rd quarter. It'll be up to the Kentucky defense to try to put a stop.
I just want this fucking game to be over with, man, because Stetson Bennett is not the fucking answer.